Imagine standing in front of a fully loaded semi-truck. Now, imagine reaching down, grabbing the chassis, and throwing it over a house. To a human, that is mythology. To the Hercules Beetle, that is a Tuesday. We call him Dynastes Hercules. But in the shadows of the Amazon, his name is Kratos. He is the strongest creature on Earth relative to his size. It's a fact we repeat so often it loses its weight. Let it sink in. 850 times his own body weight. If a silverback gorilla had that proportional strength, it could lift a blue whale. If you had that strength, you could carry 50 people on your back without breaking a sweat. But power like this isn't given. It's forged in the dark. It's built through years of silence before a single second of glory. His story begins not with a roar, but with a feast. Deep inside a fallen tropical hardwood tree, a giant that took 300 years to grow and one storm to fall, Kratos is born. He starts as a tiny pearl-colored egg. When he hatches, he is nothing more than a soft, translucent grub. For the next 2 years, this log is his entire universe. Think about that. 2 years in total darkness. While the world above changes, while seasons pass and predators hunt, Kratos is doing the heavy work. He is a biological recycling plant. He eats the rotting wood, grinding the tough cellulose into energy. He grows exponentially. Every few months, he outgrows his own skin. He splits it open and emerges larger, hungrier, and more focused. By the end of his larval stage, he is a massive, pulsing engine of muscle and fat, weighing more than the adult he is destined to become. But then, the eating stops. The hunger fades. Kratos begins to build his tomb. He carves out a pupal chamber, a reinforced cell of wood and waste. Inside, the greatest magic trick in nature occurs. His body melts. He becomes a living soup of cells, rearranging themselves into a warrior. The horns grow. The wings fold. The armor hardens. The ghost is becoming a machine. When Kratos finally breaks free of the wood, he isn't just an insect. He is a masterpiece of evolution. Look at the armor. It's made of chitin, a natural polymer that is incredibly light but carries the structural integrity of high-grade plastic. But Kratos has a secret. His shell is a hygroscopic sensor. When the jungle humidity rises, his shell turns pitch black, blending into the wet shadows. When it's dry, it turns an olive gold. He has built-in active camouflage. And then, the horns. They aren't just for show. They are precision-engineered levers. The top horn is fixed, lined with fine, hair-like sensors. The bottom horn is mobile. Together, they form a pincer that can exert enough pressure to crush the exoskeleton of a rival. But to use them, he has to find a reason to fight. He climbs. Every step is a calculated grip. His legs are tipped with dual hooks that lock into the bark like mountain climbing pitons. He is heading for the canopy, the 100-foot-high arena where the kings of the forest meet. The scent of fermented sap hangs heavy in the air. It's high-octane fuel, and Kratos needs it. But he isn't the only one. A rival male stands in his path. This is where the 850X strength moves from a textbook fact to a terrifying reality. They don't rush into battle. They posturing. They hiss. They tap their horns together, testing the vibration of the other's strength. Then, the collision. It sounds like two rocks being smashed together. The goal isn't to kill, it's to dominate. Kratos slides his lower horn under the rival's thorax. He's looking for the sweet spot, the center of gravity. The rival digs his hooks into the bark, anchoring himself with tons of proportional force. Kratos heaves. The bark of the tree actually groans under the pressure. This is the ultimate test of his 2-year preparation. One massive, violent snap of the head. The rival's grip fails. For a split second, he is weightless. Then gravity takes him. He falls 100 feet through the leaves, hitting the forest floor with a dull thud. He's alive, but he's defeated. Kratos takes the sap. He has won the right to pass on his genes. The Titan has held his ground. The life of a king is short. After 2 years of preparation, Kratos only has a few months of glory. The sun and the rain take their toll. His glossy armor begins to chip. His movements become stiff. The incredible strength that defined him starts to ebb away. He returns to the forest floor. He doesn't go out in a blaze of glory. He fades into the shadows where he began. But as he dies, his body becomes the very nourishment for the next generation. The nitrogen from his armor, the minerals from his powerful legs, it all goes back into the soil. In the Amazon, nothing is wasted. Kratos was a giant in a world that tries to make everything small. He proved that you don't need to be big to be a Titan. You just need the strength to carry the world you're given. The king is dead. Long live the king.